This is the Black Agenda Morning Shot for Thursday, September 16th, 2010, being brought to you by Kali Akuno in Jackson, Mississippi. On Wednesday, September 15th, the Committee to Free the Scott Sisters held a march and rally through downtown Jackson. The Scott Sisters are a pair of sisters who've been incarcerated for now well over a decade. Reading from some materials from the Committee to Free the Scott Sisters to give you some background on their case, it reads, on December 24th, 1993, the Scott County Sheriff's Department arrested Jamie and Gladys Scott for armed robbery, even though 3 young males ranging from the ages 14 to 18 confessed to committing the crime, and the women had unwaveringly maintained their complete innocence. The corrupt Mississippi sheriff used coercion, threats, and harassment to compel them to turn state evidence against the Scott sisters due to a long-standing vendetta against a family member. The judge in the case, Marcus Gordon, has an extensive racist past that includes granting bail to KKK member and murderer of 3 civil rights workers, Cheney, Goodman, and Schwerner. In October 1994, the Scott sisters were sentenced to extraordinarily double life terms each. Despite the fact that no one was harmed, neither sister had prior convictions, and the amount allegedly netted from their supposed crime was only $11. Again, this is from information from the Committee to Free the Scott Sisters, giving you some background information on their case. What you're going to see now are some clips of the actual rally which took place in Jackson, Mississippi on September 15th.
We're here without fear.
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 And we want our sisters free.
We want our sisters free.
And 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 we want our sisters free.
All right, we're gonna do that all day. We're headed to the governor's mansion, and that's the message that we want him to hear.
Go tell Haley Barber.
Go tell Haley Barber.
Go tell Haley Barber.
Go tell Haley Barber.
This been going on too long. This been going on too long. Scott free.
Scott free.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Right.
What do we want? Freedom. When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Freedom.
When do we want it?
Now.
Brothers and sisters, I want to bring you greetings from the Mississippi Delta.
Okay.
I want to bring you greetings from the family members of Cynthia, Carol, Denise, and Addie Mae, who were bombed in a Birmingham church on this very day, September 15th. And some 40 years later, 2 of the culprits were finally brought to justice. Edgar Ray Killen got 60 years for killing Schwerner, Cheney, and Goodman. The Scott sisters didn't kill anybody.
No.
And they're innocent. And the same judge gave them double life sentences. It's time for us to stand up. It's time for us to stand up. It's time for us to say there needs to be a system that doesn't do what the system did to the Scott sisters.
Amen.
We want justice for the Scott sisters. We want justice for everybody who's innocent, who's in prison. We want justice for people on death row. We want justice for sisters who have languished in prison just because their skin is black. We want justice for the sisters who languish in prison because their skin is black. Jamie and Gladys, say their names.
Jamie and Gladys.
Jamie and Gladys.
Jamie and Gladys.
You are not forgotten.
You are not forgotten.
Jamie and Gladys.
Jamie and Gladys.
You are not forgotten.
You are not forgotten.
On behalf of the Mississippi Workers Center for Human Rights and the Southern Human Rights Organizers Network, I bring you solidarity and a quest for freedom. Thank you, brothers and sisters.
We're here to tell Haley Barber, if you won't give us freedom, we won't give you peace. Ain't nobody going home to the Scott sisters get released. We have come here because we We can change the unchangeable, think the unthinkable. We can do anything because through Christ, all things is possible.
Yeah.
So again, let me say, no justice,
No peace.
no justice,
No peace.
no justice.
I just want to say that what we see happening here in Mississippi and with the Scott sisters is something that's happening to us all around this country and around the world.
All right.
You can't find a single place on earth where African people, people who look like us,
All right.
are not oppressed,
Yes, sir.
do not have violence imposed on us
Yes,
against
sir.
our will.
Yes, sir.
Do not have ignorance imposed on us against our
Yes,
will.
sir.
Every place we are, that is the reality we are confronted with, and that's why we have to organize and we have to go beyond today.
Say that.
Exactly how long it's going to take.
They say the church ain't ready. They lied.
So that's what's next in line as far as this petition for a pardon is concerned. Now, petition for a pardon. Now, we've already submitted thousands of letters, and we don't intend to stop. As long as they're in jail, we intend to keep organizing. So you can expect another major rally if we don't get them out of there at least by next spring. At least by next spring.
There was a call today for a boycott.
Well, there's been a call on several radio stations by people coming from the grassroots. You know, when they set up the march on Washington, at first John Kennedy tried to tell them to call it off. As Malcolm pointed out, Martin Luther King and them told us, say, brother, we didn't call it on, so we can't call it off, right? So when you start talking about a boycott, it may be something that arises from the people, from the grassroots. And if it happens, then it happens, right? Just like the one that happened back years ago, which led to the first grassroots convention in the city of Jackson, which led ultimately to the election of Ron Bailey. So we hope that the governor will see this as an opportunity to show that he's made of, to show what even a person with perhaps much more conservative views than we have is made of, and what he wants Mississippi to represent in the minds of all those people on the national level, that he's going to be asking to vote for him as either president or vice president in another year or so. So we hope that he understands that. And so understanding that, we expect him to do right.
Land is a liberation slogan.
Yes, sir.
Free the land is a slogan that's brought about by people who understand
All right.
that he who controls the land controls the people on the land. So if you got evil people controlling the land, then they control the people on the land. And if you want to get yourself out of their control, then what you got to do is free the land. Do you understand what I mean? Free the land. 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 Free Jamie. Free Jamie. Free Jamie. Free Jamie. Free Jamie. Free Jamie. Free Gladys. Free Gladys. Free Gladys. Free Gladys. Free Gladys. Free Gladys. Free the land. Free the land.
For more information about the Scott Sisters, visit freethescottsisters.blogspot.com or visit the Malcolm X Grassroots Movement at www.mxgm.org or the U.S. Human Rights Network at ushrnetwork.org. This is Kali Akuno bringing you some news that you can use for the Black Agenda Morning Shot.